This is Jablam Hockey with your hosts, Peter Bojarinoff and Paul Swinbeck. Welcome to Jablam Hockey. I'm your host, Peter Bojarinoff. You can follow me on Twitter at Russia98, and I'm with
Paul Zwambag. You can follow me at Zwambag, Z-W-A-M-B-A-G.
Boom, let's get into it, folks. We're back. We had a hiatus. We're back. First week, we were really busy. I was sleeping. Paul, last week, for some reason, fully didn't record or something.
Yeah, something messed up.
Yeah,
I blame technology.
Yeah, for some reason, our mics are always off. For some reason, his is always a lot louder, and mine is very soft. Why is that, Paul?
I don't know. Hopefully we figured it out this week. I apologize for all our terrible audio for before. We are still new to this. It's only episode 8. 8 are we on?
8?
8.
Wow. Okay, it's taken a couple of weeks to get us this 8th episode.
Yeah,
I guess we're on 8.
Yeah.
Not including the crazy bonus episode. Hopefully this one works. We recorded it after Paul played hockey. It was like 1:30, 2 a.m. By the time we finished the episode, we were at like 3:30 in the morning. And Paul's like, it didn't work. I'm like, oh. So then we're like, all right, let's try to do it again next week. So this is next week. Let's go right into it. We will talk first about Christmas songs. Paul, do you like these NHL Christmas songs teams are making?
No, I don't like the songs. What I do like is the movie mashups. Probably because the Pittsburgh Penguins.
No, that's the worst one. Get out of here! Oh my god, that was awful.
They're good for the fans and the kids, but I don't know why they need to do it. Why do they feel like they need to do?
Well, okay, first let's go to the history. The San Jose Sharks.
Yes.
They started doing these videos. They've been doing it for at least like 4 or 5 years, I think.
Yeah.
With Thornton and Marlowe and the rest of the crew, they're making these videos. They started doing them probably for Christmas, and then they've been sporadic, and like commercials are pretty wild and stuff. So of course they got another one, and they've been pretty cool. I saw their new one. It was kind of a behind the scenes because they've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And it was quirky fun. It was all right. The Penguins one, though, oh my god, I hated that one the most. My god.
No, the Montreal Canadiens one was the worst.
That was bad too. They were both bad. Oh my, okay, like the Pittsburgh one, when you're making this, Oli Mata is the Home Alone character. He's Kevin.
Yeah.
It's all right, but then it gets into mashup like who is who? Who's the weapon? Okay, is Phil Kessel the guy? Is Malkin the guy? And then they keep on mashing and changing them all up. That's where they need to be at least a little specific in who the roles and the characters are. And their acting is, I know, they're just hockey players. But you got to shorten it up, make it shorter.
Do you think they make them bad for this purpose? So we can talk about how bad it is.
No, that's not the reason why they do it.
You think they try hard?
I think they try to make it kind of bad in purpose, but obviously not for us to talk about it. The center ones I kind of liked. If you watch that one, it was a Lego.
I don't think I saw
Carlson
that one,
was the Lego character, and then he invited everybody to his house. That was kind of cute. I kind of liked that one. But no, the Montreal one was bad.
Yeah.
Penguins one was bad,
But
in my opinion.
In the Penguins one, Mike Lange, their radio broadcaster, nailed the Varmint clip.
Yeah.
Where he's like, get off my filthy porch. Mike Lange is amazing. I can't believe they got him to do that. That's pretty awesome.
But I do love NHL organizations always during the Christmas holidays going to the hospitals and seeing the kids and
I've seen a lot of like
they do it every year, and now they've come out with a couple of videos. A few of the
seen
teams,
a lot of
so
players'
cool.
wives go out and shop with the kids and make sure that they hand out all the wrapped gifts and stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's cool to see.
So comment down with the videos. It's a little too much.
Yeah. Do more charity work.
And that's good.
Yeah.
All right. This week we are Team Ice Wing, the Winnipeg Jets. First, predictions, expectations. Last year I was shocked that they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
But what I do like about the Jets is when they get there, they look like they're that kind of playoff team. They're tough to play against. Yes, they got swept by the Ducks.
Got smoked,
But it was like by one goal every game.
Yeah.
They were in it every single moment of the game. The Ducks were just too good.
And it's a good learning curve for them.
So this year, I expected them again to be on the border, but again, maybe just on the outside looking in, and that's pretty much where they are.
And I blame the division. The Central Division is...
It's the toughest division in hockey.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's
if
ridiculous.
they were in the Pacific, they would be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
in
they'd
that
be
mix.
second,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a tough division, and what are they going to do next? Again, I still think they're just going to miss the playoffs. A lot of people think they might be slipping even further down. Paul Maurice is pulling his hair out, whatever he's got left.
Yeah.
And then they're stuck with, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? A couple of weeks ago came out with Buff, Ladd, Trouba. This is what I want in my extension.
Yeah.
Buff is roughly, obviously these are their first offers.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Buff is looking at, I want 8 million, 8 years at 55 million. That's roughly about 6.8. Ladd almost the same. The captain, what are you going to do with him? He wanted 6 years at 41 million. That's again about 6.8. Trouba, I don't know where this kid's coming from. Yes, he looks good, but he's still so young. But he wants as well 8 years at 56 million, so roughly 7.1 million. That's crazy. There's no way they could do that. Even if the GM goes and puts his offer and so on and so forth. Yeah, maybe they go down each $1 million lower. There's no way. They still got to re-sign Scheifele, Lowry, maybe Hutchison.
Yeah.
Hellebuyck looks pretty good if he comes up, but that's rough.
So what would you do?
If they're missing the playoffs, number one move is trade Bufflin, in my opinion.
Bufflin, but either way, I think Bufflin's got to go. Well, if they're in the playoff run, I don't think they can re-sign Bufflin.
Yeah, I say Bufflin,
especially
trade
for 8 years.
You get hopefully at least a good prospect and maybe a first-round pick. Trouba, you do the bridge contract, which makes sense. And Ladd, he's your captain. He's been there through thick and thin. You kind of got to lock him up, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Bufflin, you can't have an 8-year contract.
I was actually kind of shocked that he only asked for like a 6.8.
Yeah,
which is like Bufflin, what he's done, how good he is offensively as a defenseman.
Yeah,
it's not that bad, and maybe they lower it to a 6 mil, but
the term is too
way too long.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they are, because we talked about Winnipeg would be a good trade market for Travis Hamonic, and they want a defenseman back. That could be an interesting start to a blockbuster.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool to see.
But again, it's Bufflin's contract is at the end, and do Islanders want the end of his contract?
Yeah, well, maybe
for a guy like him.
Maybe a re-sign and trade, maybe.
Yeah, you would hope so.
You don't see much of that in the NHL, though, so not likely, but...
Let's go on to their prospects. In my opinion, they look like one of the best in the NHL in terms of prospects.
In everybody's opinion, they're one of the best. Yeah.
They are solid. They've
really
already
good.
got guys coming in. Scheifele's just been in there, Lowry, and these guys, and now Ehlers is in there, and he is looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
And then you got a whole list of guys.
Yeah. Joel Armia just got called up. He's played 3 games.
He's played 3 games?
He hasn't done anything. He's got 9.5 minutes, so you can't expect much out of it.
Third, fourth
but
line.
he was one of the key prospect pieces in the Winnipeg-Buffalo trade. Vander Kane. So he's going to be pretty good. He's Finnish. Matt Halischuk also just got called up at the exact same time.
He looks like a good depth player.
Yeah. He's played 3 games, no points, 7.5 minutes. So, again, can't really produce with that little of ice time. So I think they will... Armia should make the team next year. Nick Patin...
Solid for Team Canada Juniors last year.
And that's where he made his big name. Nobody really knew about him before, but I think he's a year or 2 away still. But
and then the other one is Morrissey.
Yeah, Morrissey is
also last year.
Real
for
good
the
as
juniors.
well. So if they do move Bufflin, they got depth up and down this whole lineup. It's ridiculous.
Pretty solid.
They can move out. Like if Bufflin goes, they got replacements.
They got these kids. Morrissey will fill in the role on the D.
Hellebuyck has fallen off the 4-0-0 start to his career. He's now 5-3. Not looking as good, but
it's still pretty good.
Can't put that all on him. He's playing behind a Winnipeg team that's kind of mid-level team. So
we're going to be talking about later World Juniors, but again, Morrissey, Patan made their names there. We saw them. They looked great.
Yep.
They're going to fill in well for the Jets in the future. The shocking one for the Jets in terms of their prospect was Kyle Connor. He should have been picked for Team USA, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Team USA kind of did their team differently this year, and I don't know if it's
compared to usual.
Ron Wilson. They didn't go with best of the best. Last year they went with best of the best, no matter what position they were at, and they got smoked. So I think they are going with the old mantra of what Team Canada used to build their teams was, we're building lines first, second, third, fourth. We want depth guys that are going to play roles. And
we'll talk about it later, but they've left a couple of other guys off their team.
Two Winnipeg Jets prospects that are in the World Juniors, Michael Spacek for the Czech Republic and Sami Niku for Finland. They're not that great of prospects, but they are there. So
they're middle tier.
Yeah.
All right. Next, fantasy up and down. First, I want to talk about Yahoo. What's wrong with you, Yahoo? When I like to make my teams, I like to make it a whole week early. Put them in for the whole week, Sunday through Saturday. Don't look at it. And then once in a while, I'm going to make a trade. But what Yahoo does is they rechange all your rosters.
Yeah.
Why do they do this?
I don't know. I've heard this many times. It's happened to me a couple times. I check daily, so I'm not as concerned about it.
It annoys me way too much. I've had times when I've gone on vacation, I come back, a couple days later, so I haven't looked at my team for like 2.5 weeks, and I notice it's all scrambled. I set it, and then I might have made a trade. I don't even recall if I had, but it's all scrambled even though I did set it properly before.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's a
but,
problem.
Paul, what do you got? Who do you got for ups?
Fantasy ups, guys that I would like to add. There's some guys are too far owned on the leagues that I play, but if you're playing like an 8-team or 10-team league, Mikko Koivu is having a great 2 weeks. 7 games played. He's ranked 26, 9 points. He's playing on the second line in Minnesota, but he's getting first power play time. Because Michael Granlund is playing with Parise, but on the power play they put Mikko Koivu there. So and he's got 2 good line mates, Vanek and Pominville. I think it's Pominville. No, Zucker. It is Zucker, Jason Zucker, who's having a pretty good year too. Ryan Spooner having a great 2 weeks. He's ranked 14th overall.
He's killing it for the Bruins.
Yeah, he
had an amazing game the other
9 points in 7 games, so that's a pretty good rate. 3 power play points in those.
It's weird how some
points.
random guys are going up and down.
Yeah.
Like Patrusnak, they sent down. He's like invisible now, and then Spooner
he might even go to the World Juniors. Is what they're saying.
Yeah,
he's on a conditioning stint in AHL right now, so Pastrnak would be cool to see in the juniors. Goalie Louis, I think it's Louis Domingue from the Arizona Coyotes.
Is this guy Mexican? Who is this guy?
I don't think he's Mexican.
He beat the Leafs. He was really good
sure
actually that game.
French Canadian. 3 games played, ranked 52nd, 2 goals, 1.62 goals against average, only 8% owned. So if you're having troubles filling those
if
injuries,
you got an injured goalie, which a few guys do.
Yeah, and you didn't get your chance to get Hellebuck or the guys we said the past couple weeks. Fantasy downs. These aren't guys I'm dropping. I'm just not starting them. Yeah, I'm not starting them if on the busy Thursday nights, busy Saturday nights. Max Pacioretty, he is gone cold. He's 401st ranked. 2 points, -9 in 2 weeks. -9. Montreal is...
Patches, where are you? Where's this Montreal offense?
Yeah, Montreal's not playing very well. / they're not getting good goaltending, so...
their offense is invisible.
There goes the condom. He's falling apart. Corey Perry's gone cold.
The Ducks are just... They can't find anything right now. They're not finding a groove, and if Perry's not doing it, ouch.
I was looking at Getzlaf's stats, and he's got 1 goal.
Yep.
But he did not beat a goaltender.
Yes, that's 43 straight games now. Not scoring on an actual NHL goaltender.
Because the empty net. That's crazy. Getzlaf is way better than that.
Yeah.
Boudreau's got to be on the hot seat. He's got to be ready to go. And a goalie that has lost, I'm pretty sure has lost the starting role. He kind of lost it last year in the playoffs. Jimmy Howard, 68% owned. I would not be starting him. 3 games played, 0 wins, 3.81 goals against average.
There's still some fantasy guys having him. He's still on their roster.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be.
No. I have one league that I have Howard and Mrazek, and I just am not starting Howard, and I didn't know how it was going to play out. I figured Mrazek would take it, so he definitely has taken over that
spot. Cool,
spot.
That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Next, suspensions. The ones that we said last week but didn't get recorded. Radko Gudas got 3 games. Nate Thompson got 3 games. Both just going for the hit a little too high.
Yeah.
And they both got 3 games. I thought it's a little bit rough, tough call. They're borderline. They're just going for the hit, and they clip the head a bit. I wouldn't mind them at least getting a warning or, like, getting the game, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then the NHL comes in, gives them the phone call.
Yeah.
Next time, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the new one is Max Talbot. 2 games for his hit on Tlusty, or as I like to call Naked Boy. People might know why. I don't want to get into it right now, but we'll just keep it going.
Must be a Leaf.
Talbot.
Okay. Moving on.
Talbot gets 2 games. This is what they put at the end of the NHL suspension video. He made an interference.
Yeah.
There was no injury to the player, and he has no history, so he's getting 2 games.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he should get a penalty in-game, and this is why he's getting a 2-game suspension. He didn't get a penalty in the game.
Yeah.
All it was, and if you look at the video, Tlusty passes it into the corner, goes up the ice, Talbot's going in for the hit, and then Tlusty kind of turns into Talbot, and Talbot finishes it. So, in my opinion, Talbot wouldn't have even hit Tlusty, really, if he kept on going on a straight line. So he did. He totally did turn into Talbot, and Talbot hit him. I am not too sure why that was. Like, they never said that, and they never said, how they go about the turning at the last second.
Yeah.
Never said that in the video at all. They should have, and that, in my opinion, should have nulled the suspension. If they call the penalty in the game, 2 minutes or whatever, I don't even think there's a suspension either.
Yeah,
he didn't hit him in the head. It was just an interference hit.
It was a solid hit. Just I think it was a couple seconds too late.
Yeah, it was a little late.
Yeah,
that's about it.
And it kind of did look malicious. The way I looked at it was Tlusty saw him there, then turned back and looked at his pass because he looked for a hit. There wasn't one, and then in that time you shouldn't be hitting him after he's looked for the hit. And he looked back to his pass, and then Talbot nailed him for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Again, if you look at the video, it's slowed down a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's only like a second and a half.
Yeah.
After the puck release, so it's a tough one. That's it. That's all I want to say about that. That's a tough call, in my opinion. Shouldn't be a suspension.
Yeah, suspensions are so hard to. That's not a job I want it to do. That's not it.
Well, okay, let's get into the fun stuff, the stuff that we should be talking about at this time of the year, the World Juniors.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Christmas. Darn it.
We all love that coming up, too. So, the World Juniors, who do we think is the favorite?
I think Sweden's the favorite. I really do.
Same here.
They got a good veteran team. They're probably the oldest team in the tournament. They brought a lot of 19-year-olds.
Yes, they did. That too.
They say it's a 19-year-old tournament, and Canada didn't bring a lot of 19-year-olds. So it's not saying that the age is such a big deal. Like, Canada's going to have a solid team, but
Canada's still going to do well.
Yeah.
They're going to have a great team, but we just believe that Sweden has a better team.
Yeah.
Starting with the Leafs prospect in Willie Nylander.
Yeah, the Nylander brothers are going to be real fun to watch.
The Leafs have Timashov. He is leading the queue so far in points, right?
Timashov?
Yes.
Is it now Timashov? Last I looked was Connor Garland still had it, but
okay. I was looking at his stats as well, and I think Timashov is up there. They're both there. They're both there. Yeah. So again, another great player for Team Sweden.
Yeah, they are just deep.
Who else do they have that's looking pretty good for them? Their
defense is solid. They lost Sebastian Aho today, which is
that's gonna hit them.
Well, he's a left winger. I was linking the other Sebastian.
Okay,
Aho.
there's two of them.
Yeah,
it's
the
tough.
Finnish and Swedish
Yeah.
Ahos. Damn them. Gustav Forsling was a Chicago draft pick. He's now with Vancouver, I believe. His rights are with Vancouver. He's going to be really good. The Kempe second-line center, he's going to be awesome. Just top to bottom, you can name the whole team, and they're just a solid team.
Their top rival, Finland.
Yeah.
I know as a Leaf fan, I'm looking at Kasper Kapanen. He's going to be pretty good. He's not going to be amazing, though.
Yeah.
The one I'm looking at is Jesse Puljujarvi?
Puljujärvi.
Puljujärvi.
Yes.
Puljujärvi. Okay, perfect. Puljujärvi.
Try to spell it. Have fun with that.
He's projected to be probably like a third or fourth overall pick in this coming draft.
Yeah.
He looks like a beast. I'm going to be looking.
dude.
He's going to be a guy I kind of really, really want to watch.
Yeah.
So I like looking at these Swedes and Finnish guys, and he's the guy that I really want to see. He looks like he's going to be a beast.
Yeah, if you like him, you're going to like Patrick Laine. Spelt Laine, so Lane, but it's pronounced Laine.
I've seen him recently as well in some action.
Yeah, he's also a top draft pick. These two are going to be top fives easily. Yeah.
Perfect. So they got some good players.
Mikko Rantanen from the Colorado Avalanche. They sent him down, and then he decided to go to. Well, they sent him to World Juniors to compete. He's going to be one of the key cogs there for Finland. So. And they're on home ice, and they have an easy group. Way easier than Group A. Group A is a scary group.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a tough
Any
time.
other teams you really want to talk about other than coming back to North America?
Russia.
Yeah.
They're going to be an interesting team. The Russia-Canada series, they didn't bring a lot of the Russian players because they were playing on smaller ice, so they didn't want the Russian kids to come over, learn how to play on a smaller ice, so they left a lot of guys in the Russian leagues and
But I really want to see, and I wanted the Leafs to draft him last year, is Provorov.
Oh, he's going to be good. Yeah.
I watched him last year. He didn't get any points. I think he had just 1 point.
Yeah.
But he looked good at the World Juniors last year when I watched him, and that's why I wanted Leafs to draft him. But Philly got him.
Yeah, Philly got him, and he's gonna lead that.
He's solid
from the back end. Their goalie Ilya Samsonov, Washington drafted him. I think at the end of the first round.
Yeah.
Last year, he's gonna be good. He was there last year, and just a year older and year better.
Cool.
Other than that, back to North America, I suppose, Peter.
Boom. We go with the big guy, Austin Matthews. Probably going to be projected first overall.
Probably he's going first.
He's going first.
Doesn't matter.
Already playing pro because he's playing in the Swiss League.
Yeah.
So he's killing it there.
Yeah.
He's killing it there so far. So he's going to be a beast, and I'm going to watch him.
Yeah. He's going to be the one. He will be noticed out on the ice. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Anytime he's out on the ice, you're going to see him. That first game, Canada-USA, normally gets played on New Year's or New Year's Eve.
It's going to be earlier.
It's going to be earlier. It's going to be the first game, and I think it's going to be a tough match for Canada.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to watch.
Yeah.
As a Leaf fan, another guy that got taken off wasn't brought to the team but should have was Bracco. Jeremy Bracco should have been on this team again. Another guy.
Team USA got left off a bunch of their good, talented young kids. One kid that I am happy they brought in was DeBrincat from the Erie Otters.
He's doing really well.
Made a name for himself with Connor McDavid last year.
But he's still killing it this year.
He's still killing it this year.
Boom.
So, he's going to be good.
And then the powerhouse, Team Canada. Leafs, we've got Marner. He's going to be huge for them, and he's probably going to be the guy that drives this offense.
Yeah, that first line, Marner is going to be paired with Strome, and they're trying to find a third winger. We were making notes last week, and I left it blank because not even last week, 2-3 days ago, they had no idea who's playing with them.
Yeah.
Just today,
who is it?
We are recording on a Wednesday where there are no hockey games on, which really sucks. But
no hockey games for a couple of days, but we got the juniors.
The World Juniors played Sweden today, and Quenneville, the New Jersey draftee, played with them and looked pretty good. But the kid that looked really good was Matthew Barzal from Seattle Thunderbirds.
Yes, he does look pretty good. He might
really
be a
good.
bit of an underdog coming into this tournament, and he might have a couple of good games.
Yeah, he's got a lot of offense to his game, and I think where he's going to not shine is his defensive game, his two-way game. He doesn't quite have it to the elite potential that these other kids do, and that first line is going to be awesome, and the second line brings a ton of veteran leadership. Jake Viertinen, Brandon Perlini, and Braden Point.
Those are the two guys I really want to see. Vert and Point.
Yeah.
Liked
Braden
watching them
Point.
before, and gonna love watching them again.
Yeah, Braden Point is probably our best forward.
Yes, he's going to be putting up the points.
Yeah, he is coming off an injury, so he did get injured in the second tune-up game. So hopefully he's healthy. That would be nice to see. But
back end looks kind of solid.
Yeah.
I liked McEwen last year, so hopefully he keeps it up this year as well.
Nothing too flashy from the back end. They got that Joe Hicketts, undrafted. He plays for David Lowry, who's our coach, so he knows the coach's system and everything, so I think he'll be just fine. And I'm excited for Hayden Fleury. I think he's going to have a good tournament.
Cool.
I could just talk all day about World Juniors.
We sure could.
They're so good.
But
so
we will
fun.
leave it at that.
Yes.
I'm your host again, Peter Wojciarynov. Catch me on Twitter at Russia98.
And you can catch myself, Paul, at Zwambag, ZWAMBAG. And don't forget, we have a Twitter and Facebook at Jablam Hockey.
Yes,
and
go
on
check
Facebook.
it out. We posted a lot of stuff on there, especially from previous episodes, report cards, so on and so forth. So it's pretty cool.
A lot of cool graphics we've made up for ourselves. And, quick note, Kadri, what's he at?
He's at, what, 6 now?
6. Gronk is at, I think, 10 or 11.
He's going to pass him.
There's no way. We're good.
He scored last game. He will pass him.
All right. We'll leave it at that. Have a good holiday, everybody.
Yeah. Merry Christmas and go Canada, go.